so I'm going to try the Atlantic Bisque. This is it's kind of a yellow undertone. I've been told to do this in sections, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to try their buffing brush that she sent me. Okay, it definitely works quickly, like sets really quickly, so doing it in sections is a must. But I mean, it has pretty good coverage so far, that one layer. That might be too much at one time. I'm also going to try my Real Techniques buffing brush. This is actually fairly new to me, so we'll use this on this side. And this product is very thick, but it doesn't feel heavy when it dried on this side. So that's something that I always look for. I'm kind of glad my face has been freaking out lately so you guys can see the coverage of it, because it is really good. Of the ones that she sent, this was definitely the closest shade for my skin tone, so. And I'm sorry that I'm looking over here, that's where my mirror is. So it's pretty early here, it's like 8:30 I think. And today I get to get my wisdom teeth cut out. So I wanted to do kind of a report back at the end of the day, but I'm probably gonna like a chipmunk face, so I don't know that you guys want to see that. I don't know that I want you guys to see that. It would probably be funny, but I may. It depends on how I feel. So with her buffing brush is actually really soft. But the Real Techniques was just easier to hold, so that's why I ended up using this one. So any buffing brush would do. I mean, this might apply okay with a damp beauty blender, but you would definitely have to section it out. So just for a base foundation, I think the coverage is really good. It doesn't feel lightweight, but it doesn't feel heavy either. It's kind of a mid-fill foundation so far. I think I would want to go over some areas like through here, obviously with concealer. But as far as a base foundation, like on my cheeks and forehead, I think it looks good. And it dried pretty quickly, so usually if I do that, like all my makeup's gone. So that's a good thing about this, is that it dries almost to a powder, I would say. That's one reason you have to work with it so quickly. Which I'm glad I was told that tip, or I would have had it all over my face and then been like trying to work it in and you guys couldn't have seen it. So I really like this foundation, you guys. Full sizes are only $25, so it's a super awesome price point. I mean, for non-toxic foundations, I mean, we pay anywhere from, I paid $42 for 100% pure. I've paid, I haven't paid for it yet, but the Kira Weiss is $68, and I want that one in the future. The only comparable one in price would be the, like, Well People Narcissist Stick. I even think that one's around $40. And what else? The RMS Uncover Up is $36. So this is $10 cheaper than any other green beauty foundation that I've seen. So I mean, that's a great thing about it. She also has blushes, she has lipsticks, she has pressed shadows, and she has a huge collection. So you guys be sure to check her out, Pure Anada, and I'll link everything below. And she, like I said, she did send me these samples, but if I didn't like a product or didn't like the way it goes on or anything, I would tell you guys. So this is definitely a medium to full coverage product. I would say it dries pretty matte. And I have a lot of, this morning I used a sample of the Rare Mahalo Indigo Balm, which I'm really liking. It seemed to really calm down my breakouts within the past 3 days that I've been using it. And I also have argan oil, so I had a pretty moisturizing base on, and I felt like it went on pretty well, you know, in sections. I couldn't have done my whole face at once unless I was like 2 tools at the same time. But yeah, I think it's really great. I'm actually going to give the pink undertone samples to my cousin because they'll be perfect for her, and she's been reading my blog and kind of wants to switch over to non-tox. But the redness and everything is really neutralized, evened up my skin tone. My freckles recovered pretty well, especially at a price point of $25. This is a really good foundation. I'm definitely going to purchase a full size of it. I think I'm going to sample, I may sample one lighter than the Atlantic Bisque, like I said, but I could see myself wearing this a lot, actually. So I want to see what it looks like with concealer and everything else on, so I'm going to go do that, and I'll come back on camera and show you guys. Alright, and this is the finished look, guys. I'm hoping it wears well throughout the day, so I will let you guys know. I really like the finish, and I mean, you guys, for the price, $25, you honestly can't beat that for this quality. Like, has extremely good coverage. You know, you do have to work in sections, but in the sections, within the sections, it's blendable, and then once it sets, it's there. Like I said, I wouldn't try to build it up more than 1 layer. That didn't work for me, so if you know you want a fuller coverage, go ahead and add a good amount of product and then blend it out. If you want a lighter coverage, and you could add a very sheer layer of product. It has kind of a powdery finish. It's not dewy, it's not extremely matte, it's just a soft powdery sheen almost, which I really like because I don't feel like I would have to go back over this with powder at all. It's more of a liquid to cream foundation, and as far as consistency, it kind of reminds me of the Ilia foundation, which you guys saw in my last video. It was a huge foundation comparison video. I'll link that above if you didn't see that. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that in terms of consistency, but it doesn't have any scent. It doesn't feel extremely heavy, but it does provide really good coverage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Bye.